Hi guys, welcome to the third video on basics of JavaScript, and in this video we're going to learn the data types in JavaScript. So there's a question popped up out of mind. What are these data types and what is this concept? Before data types, let's understand some rules of JavaScript. So JavaScript is case sensitive. So what is this case sensitive? So you need to understand this. So if you write a span tag in all caps and you write some text there, hi there, if you preview this code in browser, you can see that the text is rendered. But in the JavaScript case, it is not the same. So let's try out our earlier piece of code that we have written to write some text onto the window. So hide there, give some space from JavaScript. Let's preview this code, whether it is working or not. Yeah, very good, it's printing up. But as we did here, if we capitalize this D, let's see, no, it is not populated. So in the HTML case, it is not case sensitive. You can write in smaller caps, it still picks up and print it out. In JavaScript, it is not the same case. You'll have to follow this rule. These types of rules in JavaScript are called syntax. There is a format. You have a dot after this document, you have a parentheses, you will need to keep this quotation marks to to define the start and end point of your statement or if your sentence. So all these set of you have a semicolon to end your statement on a single line. All these kind of rules are there in JavaScript, and this declaration, this view is considered as syntax. So now it's time for data types. So there are different data types in JavaScript, such as string, number, boolean, undefined, null, object, function. These are all the data types. So I have given the list of data types. So what this string will do in JavaScript, this particular portion, whatever you're seeing here, is an example of string. So if you want to communicate something to the user or a browser, or if you want to give some statements to your JavaScript, you can simply create this. You can simply create a string and pass it on. So this is my string data type. And number is typically a number. You don't have any attributes to it. You don't have any attributes to it. It's just pretty much straightforward with number. Boolean will only have two values, whether it should be true or it can be false. There are no other values to it. So in the string case, it can be any alphabet. Alphabets can combine together and form as a sentence and wrapped up in quotations. And number, pretty much straightforward. You can have any number here, but in Boolean case, you will only have true or false. There's no value to it. So we will see where we'll use this data type and how it will be useful for us. Undefined is one object that doesn't have any value, but it itself a value, but it is also considered as an object data type in JavaScript. Null is also a data type which will not have any value, but null itself considered as a data type object. So object, it is typically like any other object we see in life. in our daily scenarios. A pen with some height and width and color and some methods that will do, some action that will do, combine all this together, we consider as an object. That is of the example of real-time example of its object. So we have a different syntax here to write each of these data types. Let's understand them going forward. And function is also a data type in JavaScript. So what this function will do, it will execute some set of statements that you are going to build in future with the help of these data types, and you want to serialize them, you want to group them, for a particular intended action. You will do it with the help of, you'll be able to do with the help of functions. So we'll just need to cover one more thing, which is comments in JavaScript. Here, if you don't want to, so if you have written some piece of code here, it is pretty much straightforward and it is going to be executed by the compiler. But if you want to ignore some lines, you can just simply put two slashes before the line, so the compiler will not execute this particular line. If you want to comment multiple lines, you can simply have a backslash star and you need to end the multi-line comment. I'm sorry. Yeah, like this. It's a single line comment and it is multi-line comment. In the next video, we will detailedly understand these data types.